Jubilant?
They're currently a zero-seat party in the Assembly. 140 seats in the Assembly, BJP, NDA have zero. Now, they might have an opportunity to get to 1 or 2 or 3, and if they do, they'll declare a great victory and be happy. But they're not going to be even, shall we say, large enough to be a kingmaker or whatever in the Assembly. I would say that my colleagues are very confident of 85 to 100, and I will defer to their judgment. The ones on the ground have been saying this. For me, to 72, 73, 75 is good enough also, but certainly 85 to 100 is a good target range.
So I think you are heading to Kerala soon.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, so you're hitting the campaign trail straight away.
That's right. I mean, the thing is that we have been given a very short window by the Election Commission. I was a bit shocked because under the Constitution, the new Assembly has to sit in Kerala by the 23rd of May, which means the election could have been any time up to about the 8th of May. They have, to everyone's surprise, announced it for the 9th of April, which means that from the day of the announcement, which was 17th of March, we have barely a little over 3 weeks. So everything is being telescoped.
3 points so much?
Well, I'm very, very surprised that the Election Commission has done that. Obviously, there is some people suggesting that this is meant to designed to benefit incumbents in those states that are going to the polls on the 9th, which is Assam, where the BJP is the incumbent, Puducherry, where a BJP ally is the incumbent, and Kerala, where a Congress opponent is the incumbent, the CPM, the left front. But be that as it may, I'm not going to ascribe motives to anybody. All I will say is that whatever their reason was, it is meant that we have to telescope an entire campaign into 3 weeks. I'm rushing off tomorrow. In fact, straight from the airport, I will have to be heading to various functions.
So what's with your 100% attendance in Parliament?
My 100%
Even
attendance.
I saw you attending Parliament on wheelchair.
Yes, I've attended Parliament in a wheelchair. I've attended Parliament in pretty much all circumstances because I believe that's what I've been elected to do. My voters have sent me to attend Parliament. So you are compromising now for the state? My record will take a dive now. I'll have 2 weeks of absence.
Sir, what is your stake in this election? Some people are saying that you are not in tune with the local leadership. Some they are saying that some people who are lobbying in Delhi are backed by you. Are you a CM face? What's there? Just give us a sense.
I'm not even a candidate in the election, so the question is irrelevant. I am going there because I have been asked to be co-chair of the campaign committee. And that means that I will have to run around all 14 districts of the state trying to get our message across to the voters. That is my principal responsibility. I'll inevitably be inaugurating the nominating conventions of some of our candidates on Saturday and Sunday. I will be campaigning in some of the candidates from other districts have called me asking me to come and speak to audiences in their so there'll be a wide variety of activities, but I'm going to be on the move for the entire 20 days.
Given a chance, will you be okay with the CM?
No, I genuinely think that in these matters, the matter is not for any individual to express any views. The system is that the High Command will consult the elected MLAs and make a decision. The elected MLAs ideally should provide somebody from within themselves, and that would probably be the way to go.
How do you the prospect of BJP in Kerala?
I think pretty much non-existent, I have to say. The BJP
but they're
currently a zero-seat party in the Assembly. 140 seats in the Assembly, BJP, NDA have zero. Now, they might have an opportunity to get to 1 or 2 or 3, and if they do, they'll declare a great victory and be happy. But they're not going to be even, shall we say, large enough to be a kingmaker or whatever in the Assembly.
In parliamentary elections was?
Parliamentary elections are a different story because there people are voting for the national government, and their opinions tend to be divided more between UPA and NDA, whereas in the Assembly, it is mainly between UDF and LDF. And I think there it's very clear that LDF has represented 10 years of misgovernance, and there is a strong anti-incumbency against them. And we represent the most credible alternative for change, whereas the NDA is not seen in Kerala, certainly not yet, as a viable alternative government.
Sir, I saw some of your recent writings in which you, in a way, showed Kerala right now is in a do-or-die moment. Yeah. Why? Why is that?
No, I believe very seriously that Kerala has really hit rock bottom in recent years. We are a state that used to be called a model state, the Kerala model. Now the Kerala model has become a debt model. We are immersed in debt. Our state government runs out of money even to pay salaries by September. They're borrowing money. They are paying more money on debt servicing, that is paying interest on loans and on pensions and salaries, than they're paying on development projects. They don't have money to develop the state. this model has completely begun to fail, and all the strengths of the model, a good public health care system, good education system, they're all fraying. Our young people are leaving the state in large numbers because there are no job opportunities. They're going to other states, they're going to other countries. We need to completely revive the economy and give people a chance that they will stay and see a future in their own state. For that, we need to completely transform our welcome to investors. I have called, for example, for an Investor Protection Act that will give our businesses an incentive to come bring their money in and not feel there are unnecessary political risks for their money. Then I would like very much for us to see a serious effort to move towards modern 21st century innovations. Port-led development, we have a long coastline, we have not developed enough. Space technology development, biotechnology, where we have a very rich gene pool, biodiversity in the Western Ghats. Take advantage of the fact that Keralites are aging to create whole culture of retirement villages, become the retirement home for the rest of India, become the Florida of India. We can do all of that, and we must do it, because otherwise our state is unfortunately facing the nadir.
Sir, some polls are saying it's a very wafer-thin kind of a competition between the LDF and UDF. What numbers are you giving?
No, it is apparently, according to some polls, tighter than it should be at this stage. I would say that my colleagues are very confident of 85 to 100, and I will defer to their judgment. The ones on the ground have been saying this. For me, to 72, 73, 75 is good enough also, but certainly 85 to 100 is a good target to aim for.
But sir, why do you think Communist Party has, been able to maintain a cadre, and there is a laxity on your party?
No, I don't think it's laxity on our part. I think that the communists have been past masters of the way in which they would actually be able to guide taxpayers' money into the pockets of their cadres. They have all sorts of things that you won't believe in other states. Every single state government contract, whether for a cultural program, for an official event, they'll make sure a communist contractor gets it. When PSC examinations are held for public service, they will delay hiring people under the rank list, and they will hire their own cadres on temporary contracts. When it comes to you have this extraordinary thing in Kerala. A communist minister can appoint a PA or a PS for 2 years, and then he gets a lifetime pension. All these people are therefore completely paid by taxpayers' money to do the work of their party. Naturally, they would be loyal to their party.
So, coming towards the end, don't even see BJP as a kingmaker?
No. I think to be a kingmaker, even in a tight assembly, you would need a good dozen seats or so, and I don't see where BJP is getting that, even that kind.